Hi my little crow, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
And now let's get into the video. After the talk with Court Ukai, he starts walking home, but when he gets home his two younger siblings come running up to him and ask him how school is. By the way, Natsu is going to be in middle school in this story. And the little brother is gonna be in primary school. The little brother will go to the daycare after school. And Natsu will pick up her little brother after school. It was alright. What happened today with them? By the way, the name of their little brother is going to be David. They dragged me into a corner and fronted me about. And they asked me what was going on at home. But I kind of ended our friendship and I ended up telling them what happened in the end. And then I told one of my coaches. Then he told me to go home, have a look at the birth certificate and have a look at who got put down as my dad. And then he told me to bring the two of you with me tomorrow's training after school. Okay, I understand what happens with your friends that you have romantic feelings for. But what is going on with your coach? And do you know if your coach is going to take us away from each other? What's going on? Isn't dinner time yet? And Oni-chan. Yes, it is almost dinner time. You get to choose what we have tonight. So come back in the next 5 minutes and show me a true drawing of what you want. After Hina said that, David skipped off into the kitchen table and took out all of his art supplies and started to draw what he wanted for dinner. After David has left the kitchen, they have started to tell each other again. Okay, this is the plan. I'm going to have a look at my birth certificate. But I want you to grab yours and David so I can have a look at them as well. Because if they say the same dad's name, I'm going to bring them in with me tomorrow to training. But before Natsu could go and grab the birth certificates, David came running into the living room drawing what he wanted for dinner. It was a drawing of chicken curry rice. Let's stop talking about what we need to sort out until he goes to bed. Oni-san, what's going on? I heard you and Oni-chan whispering about something called a birth certificate. It isn't something that you had to worry about your little handsome head about. Okay. Dinner was done, so he decided to call them into the kitchen. After they had dinner, they put David to bed. And they went back downstairs to continue their conversation. Okay, I will go grab the birth certificates. You check out the name of your dad on yours. Natsu walked into the kitchen and went searching for the birth certificates of her and her younger brother. What she did was that Hinata took out his birth certificate from his bag. When he read the name on the birth certificate under dad, he was shocked because it said Ukai. And that was his coach's name. But Hinata did not notice when Natsu walked back into the room. Shoyo, I found the birth certificate. Natsu has to shake Hinata to get his attention. After getting Hinata's attention, he jumped out of his skin. He turned around and started to talk to her about what he had found out. The person underneath my dad was Ukai. And he is my volleyball coach. But that doesn't matter right now. Hand me over the other two birth certificates. Here they are.
Thank you. Can you please put them on the table and I will have a look in a few minutes. Okay, no problem, but we really need to talk with your coach tomorrow.
Natsu walked into the kitchen and went searching for the birth certificates of her and her younger brother. What she did was that Hinata took out his birth certificate from his bag. When he read the name on the birth certificate under dad, he was shocked because it said Ukai. And that was his coach's name. But Hinata did not notice when Natsu walked back into the room.
Hey Shoyo, don't get mad, but I have a look at who was put down as my dad and David dad. Why would I get mad? It's your right to know who your father is. And who was put down as your father? It was the same person's name as yours. And it is the same with David. That is great to know we all have the same dad, but we need to come up with a plan for tomorrow. I already have a plan if you will hear me. Of course I would hear you are. What is it? The plan is that we're not going to school tomorrow. And we will go up to your school tomorrow around 3:30. And then we will meet up with you and your coach. After you are turning. That is a perfect hand, thank you Natsu. You should start heading upstairs for bed. And I will follow after you in a while. I need to call my friends and tell them what happened. Okay, good night. After Natsu was heading upstairs, he took out his phone and decided to type in the Crazy Crow on the group chat. In the Crazy Crow group chat. Hi, guys, how are you? Everything was good over here. I'm hanging out with Tsuki and Yama. How did the coaches go? Everything is good with the coach. But I found out who my dad is. It is Coach Kaishin Ukai. That is great that you know who your dad is now. I'm so happy that you found out who your dad is finally. You've waited so long to find out who your dad is. Thank you for all this support. You have given me over the week. But from this night forward I'm not going to get in your ways anymore. Hinata lets the group chat. After leaving the group chat headed upstairs to do his homework. By the way, Hinata is going to be smart in this story. After Hinata finished his homework he decided to go to bed. In the next morning when he woke up he made his and his siblings breakfast, made his own lunch and left a note and the kitchen table for Natsu, and leave for school. When he got to morning practice he left at the 3 birth certificates on his coach desk. Everyone gathers around and before we start please we have a practice match coming up against Nakoma High and now let's get into practice. Hinata can come over here before you start practice. Hi Coach Ukai, my siblings are coming to watch after school practice and we'll talk to you then. Okay, thank you Hinata, you head off to practice now and we'll talk more about it after practice in the afternoon. Hinata walked away from Coach Ukai and he went over to Shug. Hi Shug, would you toss for me today? Yes of course, but I think Kage is with you. After talking to Shug they went on to the court and started to play. It was time to end practice and Coach Ukai called Hinata over again. Did you tell Yama, Tsuki, and Kage about what you saw on your birth certificate? Yes, why? Because they have been giving me that look since practice started. Okay, thank you for leaving me, now I will have a talk with them at lunchtime about it. All of his classes passed for the first 2 period, and now it is lunchtime. So he decided to go walk around and see if he can find his 3 ex-best friends. When he got outside to have a look he spotted them, so he went over to them and sat down there. Then, a couple minutes after he sit down his 3 ex-best friends turned around and saw him and called him over to have a talk. Hi Hinata, how are you doing? Well, I was doing great until my 3 ex-best friends started glaring at my almost dad. Please let us explain before you get mad at us. Fine, you get 5 minutes to explain. Okay, we are just worried. Just in case like your step-dad and your real dad will hurt you. Okay, I understand where you're coming from because of my stepdad, but we all know my real dad and we know how much he loves kids. Hinata, give up and get to know your real dad. I do not want you to get hurt by anyone else again, especially someone you call dad. You're probably going to ruin my life, but I don't want to ruin my possibility of getting to know my real dad. And stop getting involved just because of what happened in my past. After Hinata said that, he walked away to go and hand out what to his other friends. And then they went back into the school and start the next period of classes. And before they know it was time for after school practice. But there was a text in the Karasuno group chat. In the Karasuno group chat. Hey guys, practices are cancelled but Hinata Coach Ukai wants to meet you after your class is done. Okay Daichi, thank you for telling me and I will go straight after class. After Hinata said that in the group chat, the bell went for the end of the day. And then he walked to the gym to meet up with his dad and siblings. We need to have a talk. I never knew that she was pregnant. She never told me, and when Shoyo let me see who his dad was I saw that it was my name. I'm confused. What are you on about? Do not worry, you're a cute little head. Okay Onii-san. Okay, can we leave my coach to talk to us for a bit? Hi, I'm Kaishin Ukai and I dated your mom a long time ago. And the reason why I asked to see your birth certificates to check if I'm your dad. And it turns out that I'm all three of your dad, and I know that your mom passed away last year, so I'm wondering if you would like to come and live with me. Is that why you are acting weird last night? What did you guys say about moving in with me? Could we have a couple days to think about this? Okay, thank you for watching this video, and I'm sorry about not uploading. I was busy studying, because it's my final year in school. And now I'm on my Easter breaks. I will try and post more on the Easter break.